What's going on, guys? How's it going? If you're new here, I have CJFI deals for Magic the Gathering players and other TCG players who are trying to save bucks. So if you want to join the community, definitely consider subbing to the channel, giving us a thumbs up, comment down below, and share it with a buddy so he can get in on the deals as well. And that also keeps you in touch with all the deals that I find. If you want to take a step further, like all of my patrons and Sad Ice and Hunter, you can join our Patreon down below in our description, and you'll get the deals way before anyone else. And also, as I find them, I put them on there. So definitely consider that. But you just being here, watch the video makes everything just awesome. So let's get on to the deals because we got a bunch of interesting things going on this week. So right now, I'm still letting people know about the Edge of Eternity 2-pack. So for 70 bucks, you can get both decks. That's $35 a piece from Forge and Fire. Really, this seems to be the best way to go about it. There are other places that are trying to get close to this, but I believe this is the lowest one. Or you can do what's more practical. You can go to Amazon and find them that way. And then just buy them as you want to get a hold of them. I don't know if they're going to be crazy popular. We still don't know what's in them just yet. They haven't released it, but I think this is going to be a really interesting, two interesting decks because it's only 2 for that set. So just getting both of them will be pretty easy rather than trying to get 5 from Tarkir. All the information that I speak of will be down below in the description. But while we're still on Forge and Fire, let's check out the Tarkir set. So it's interesting enough that Forge and Fire actually have one of the Tarkir decks, the Jeskai, which I thought was going to be incredibly popular. It is pretty popular for under 30 bucks, which is a grand slam of a deal. So grabbing that one by itself is actually really solid. If you're still trying to decide which one to get a hold of, if you want gameplay wise, this one right here, the Mardu one, is the best going forward as gameplay wise, the best buildable one. It's not the strongest when it's fully built, but this out of the box is devastatingly strong. It is obnoxiously strong. If you want to go for straight monetary value and reprints, I would say the Temur one has a decent going rate. It comes with a lot of things in there. It comes with all of the super good stuff. You know what? Let's not even joke about it. Let me show you exactly what it comes with. So the Temur comes with a lot of materials that you would definitely need if you're trying to just build outright for dragons. If you're definitely trying to just skew for these colors right here. It definitely has a bunch of things. Well, I guess the prices have kind of settled a little bit, but you get Thunder Main Dragon, which is really solid. Let you look on the top of your library. And then not only that, you have one of the heads of the commanders, which is really tough. This one is currently right now sitting at 31, pretty much because this is not only is it on the printing, but it even has a pretty nice build around ability. It's a really good dragon. It's a really good dragon. Not only that, you get a couple other things. Temur Ascendancy gives everything haste. And then if you bring creatures for greater, gives you a little bit of draw power on there. So nice draw power in those colors. And then not only that, you have all the greater things that will let you get those draw power. And then Dragon Tempest. So if you're going the dragon route, and you don't want to use what everyone's really alluding to, which is what is it? Tiamat and Dragon, and you just want to stick with what you have, you can take this right here and then build onto it with the 3-color dragon deck. This is a really solid dragon deck. But if you want to go into like real money, like crazy reprints, let me tell you about this Soul Tie. So the commander itself is real cheap. I don't know why, but I think that the better commander, in my opinion, is the other one. Tevel. It's a E. Tevel. This guy is nuts. He makes a lot of tokens. Very good for a token-based strategy. He's in Bug. That's how old I've been playing. I'm still calling it Bug, which is blue, green, black. So he's really solid, and the reprints are crazy. You have Wander, which may not be a lot to you guys, but Wander is a busted effect that says all as long as you have it in your graveyard and you control an island, every creature you control has flying. That's a nuts ability. Not only that, it comes with a Colossal Grave Reaver, which is a crazy strong dragon. And if you're going to be doing a lot of reanimating, if you're going to be doing a lot of reanimating, so which means you're going to be doing self mills, this is going to give you creatures back onto the battlefield. That's crazy nuts. It comes with a couple other things that is just out the pocket crazy, like a Life from the Loam that gives you a solid way of getting money back. Or if you wanted to just break this down, it gives you some good stuff. What's really being very popular right now is Tevil's Judgment, which is a really solid enchantment. Not only that, it comes with Phyrexian Reclamation. The price went down, but this was moving towards a $5 to $6 card, maybe even $7 at a point. I'm not entirely sure, but it's been going crazy. And then it has its own Life from the Loam after Life from the Loam, which is crazy, which is a really solid balance. And it also has Delve, which Delve is very, very useful, especially in Commanders towards the late game. So it has Living Death in the shelf. So automatically, if you're milling yourself, you can just combo out with Living Death on its own just for your deck running the same way it would normally run. So along with that, it has a couple little things that I like Victimize and things like that. But out of the box, it is very strong. Also, it comes with what comes with Crab, which is not a bad card if you're just trying to find it or if you're having a mill deck. So bringing it down from there, it does come with Douthie Voidwalker, which I was thinking is kind of strong for a precon. But I just want to let you guys know, I know I spent a little bit of time on this one, but this is where your money really will shine. Also, peek this card right here. Was it a Steward of the Harvest? This is a nuts card. All creatures you control have activated abilities of lands lands of all lands in your graveyard, exiled with it. So basically, when it enters the battlefield, you exile a land. You exile 3 cards and have all the activated abilities of the lands that you've exiled with this card. So it is a crazy, crazy strong card. This is the only place to get it, and I'm sure this price tag is gonna go up throughout the wazoo the farther it goes away from its release date. So if you want money wise, I would suggest picking this one up. Building it wise, paying $40 is definitely better than trying to build as close to this and then refining it, whatnot. Plus, there's only certain things you can get from it itself. So, other than that, if you want to get individual ones, there are some cards in here that you may want to get yourself. So, buying all of it and then strimming it down and then building a whole nother deck just around Tevil is actually a good way to go about it if you're planning on getting one of the decks. So, those are my recommendations for that. So, if you want to get your money's worth if you can find it anywhere close to that $45 range, that's perfect. That's this one right here, the Soul Tie. But if you're just on a budget trying to scoop any which ones you can, definitely consider the Jeskai one. That's pretty much worth it. And then this Mardu one's is nuts. And then these two are just great for being what they are. I'm not too great on the Abzan. The Abzan one is pretty good. I've heard everyone who's gotten it really, really likes it. But definitely consider the other ones before you start to move towards the Abzan. If you guys have the Abzan, let me know what's your favorite card in there. But those are my recommendations for those guys. So now let's go towards the other deals. What's been going crazy right now in the Magic market on Amazon is crazy. So a lot of shirts have been coming down, have been just been around the $20 and under mark for Magic and for just D&D in general, so tabletops. So we're gonna speed through these, but there are some awesome shirts here. So there's this critical shirt right here. So not chaotic neutral, not critical. I mean, it's got to be a Critical Role reference, right? Anyway, it's a chaotic neutral. This is for D&D if you were interested in that one. Here's Choose Wisely. This is a hoodie. This is under 30. Not many cool hoodies for Magic. So want to let you guys know about this one right here. They do not scale with size. So no matter what size you're getting a hold of, it will be $30. So that's good to know if you're a bigger guy, which some of us Magic guys are kind of, are larger in life. I am a 2X myself. So just saying, they're not moving the price up just because you're your larger mat. So that's great. So all of these, no matter what they are 20, they are, you know, 29.74 or basically $30. So we have this nickel bowler shirt, which is fresh. Also, it seems like they are, some of the larger sizes are running out pretty fast, but they're all still 18. They're all of them on the 18. Do they have any other like going straight? Nope, they're all the same size. That's great. I like that. You can get them in different colors or whatnot, but this is a cool nickel bowler shirt, and I want to let you guys know about that. Since Magic the Gathering doesn't make cool shirts, like I would love to see more things like this. And this is more like an anime style or comic book style for Magic the Gathering. It has some of the planeswalkers on there. I've never seen a shirt like this, so definitely for $20, this is definitely worth it. Is there an extra shipping charge on there? Nope, doesn't seem like it at all. So yeah, this is great. Letting you guys know. Does it change with the size? Nope. Nope. Even the youth. This is a awesome shirt right here, man. And oh, it looks better in gray. It looks better in the, it looks better in the gray. Yeah, yeah. There you go, man. This is awesome. And then finally, they have a couple of them. Oh, well, not a couple of them. They have all of them that are basically different. That are basically all the mana symbols, but they're just like the mana symbols made of the mana symbol. So I think it's really cool. A lot of that. Just Magic just makes shirts like these. So if you want to represent your favorite color, you could go about it. I'll put all of them down below. I'll put all of them down below so that you guys can pick whichever one you want. I wish they did some hybrid ones too. That would be super cool. Like here's the red mana symbol right there. The red one looks really dope. The red one looks really, really dope. So the red one and blue one, actually there's a blue one down here. This one right here. This is there's a skull one right there. There's a blue one, there's a water one. That's kind of tough. I really, really like it. So definitely consider. I'll put this one up in there. Let me make a tab for that one. I'll put this one up down below too. This is really cool. I know some of you guys may not have been interested in looking at shirts, but as I said, those that's what's been popular, and they've been dropping down in price. They're usually like around 25, 26, 27, sometimes $30 for a single shirt. And right now the market's just really good for us. So if you want to go into your LGSs representing those. Anyway, so if you're looking for a card sorter, this is definitely a good way to start about it. $22. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. There's smaller ones too. There's smaller ones too. Oh, that's outrageous, dude. Yeah, there's smaller ones too. Trying to get them for as cheap as you can, but I did want to recommend like some of the other smaller ones that just were. It's no reason if you could get the whole big thing, unless you want a smaller one. Definitely consider picking one up. There's a smaller one. There's some smaller sorter trays like 22, but if you're gonna pay 22 already, you can get your money's worth right here. So you can get a whole nice large one, so you can make your sections for your lands, maybe your foils, or I use that side section for lands. I actually have one literally in my dining area just for sorting lands off onto the side and then sorting all the other things. If you look for a place to store your playmats, because I have a bajillion playmats literally on my cart. I have a cart that's I call the Magic Mobile that can roll it around into the dining area or wherever I'm working on stuff. Literally have all of my Magic stuff on a cart. Maybe I don't know if you're interested. Put that you could definitely comment down below if you're interested in seeing my Magic Mobile. It's nothing special. It's nothing special. My wife's a teacher, so she had a cart. And then she was like, brought it home for me to put all my stuff on there. Anyway, so definitely consider having a mat. I didn't know there were mat holders at all. So maybe there's someone out there who's been looking a place to put their mats. Plus, you can pretty much use it as a decorating piece, or just have them anywhere. There's another one. That I saw. What is this one? This is 16. No, that's the cheapest one that I was able to find. Yeah, there's another one that you're able to hook it onto. It's like a hanger or whatnot. I believe that one it looks a little bit cheaper, but I mean, I guess you could still put this on the rack where the hanger is. Anyway, you can actually apply it onto the wall and hang it from anywhere that you can put those holes through. So I just want to let you guys know about this. I know there's a lot of people who don't even know this existed. I didn't either. So if you're looking for a smaller binder for $8, you could definitely get yourself a decent binder right here. And then not only that, if you want to, for $11, you can get yourself a 3x3, nice cheap binder, gets you where you need to go. You could also get for $8, there's another 3x3. This one right here, you can choose whatever colors, or if you want to buy multiples or whatnot. definitely consider picking this one over here. These are the one with the straps, so they're just nice, simple budget binders. I always recommend anybody, if you're new to Magic, get a binder. I don't care if you're going to be buying a lot of product, get a binder. My camera's been messing up this whole time. Well, OBS, dude, it never keeps the settings. So anyway, we're gonna keep pushing along. Definitely consider picking up a binder if you're new, or if you just need a budget binder, or if you're just trying to find a gift for someone, especially if they're new. One of the binders that I had, one of the binders that I had from one of our deals, one of our newer players at my card shop didn't have a binder, couldn't afford a binder. I was like, you know what? Here, take this one. It may not be the binder that you want, but it's the binder that you need. And I'd rather you have a binder, because he bought a lot of cards. He has a phenomenal collection of good cards that he wants to trade with other people. But the more times you have it in these smaller boxes, maybe the box is in a car, it gets heated or something like that. A lot of things can happen to these cards, whether it's scratching up from just grabbing them as a whole and whatnot. I was like, he needs a binder. I was like, you know what? I got a binder. I have an extra binder. I was going to fill it with cards, but I was like, you know what? He needs it more than I do. Let's give it to him so that dude can, trade properly and things like that. So I wanted to make sure he got one. And if you are new, please grab a binder. I don't care what size it is, a small one, a large one. There's a really large one right here for 19. Actually, this is a really good deal. Not only does it zip, I didn't even notice that one right there. That's a really good deal. I'm going to put this down below. That larger one right there is really solid. That is a 3x3, but it gives you the zippers and makes sure everything's all nice and neat. So there you go. Please get a binder if you're new. And for budget boxes, I just want to let people know, if you like the satin towers, or if you're just trying to have a nice little budget section for boxes, I recommend this right here. I have one. I use it for my CDH decks. This is a awesome budget deck box. So if you're looking for a budget deck box, this is a good way to go. And they're $5 a piece. That's crazy. For the black one, it's $5 a piece. If you want any of the other colors, which they are very vibrant, by the way, you can get one, and then they look good. They look great. They have the under tray right there. They do everything you would need them to do. Is great budget for $5, especially since satin towers are quite expensive. I don't know if their sale is still going on right now, but definitely this is always here, and just it's old reliable, and I will always recommend this. So for life counters, if you want that nice cool metal life counter, these are awesome, and they look cool. Okay, they look cool. Every bit of it looks cool. Is it worth the money? I would say yes, because they last a lifetime. Yeah, if you want to buy it once, never have to worry about it again. They look good. They look great. They have the little stand right there. I would rather pay this much for a metal one rather than for the 3D printed ones. There are 3D printed ones that are out there. I just think if you're doing 3D printing, it should be more budget friendly, right? I know the materials and everything like that, but it kind of defeats the purpose in my eyes, unless you're doing it for yourself and then someone asks you, then you can be like, all right, I'll commission this because it's the material. But you could go this route if you want the nice metal dice. I know sometimes they're hard to find. My card shop doesn't carry them very often. They carry about a couple of them, and they usually sell out. So if you're looking for one, this is a good way to go. And I personally rock with the Genesis. This is this one right here. It's called Dark Genesis. I personally rock with that one. But the Battlehorn Gold is actually pretty fresh too. There's Battlehorn Copper. They look really good. But this is the one I recommend for newer players right here. This is what I recommend right here all day, every day. I don't care if you're new, if you're older, whatever. This is a very good deal for 3 life counters, which they also double as tokens, but I also use them as life counters. For $8. My shop doesn't carry these anymore. I don't understand why, but getting through, you get 3 of them for a pack. They're so around just a bit more than a regular pack for Magic, but you get 3 tokens, and those tokens are very thin. They're very thin, so you can use them. You can stick them in the pocket of a backpack. You can always have some if necessary. And then some of them are foil if you find the larger ones that are foil or whatnot. But I always recommend these because for less than what you would get for buying those life counters, especially the 3D printed life counters, they're like $12-13. Some of they're rarely under $8. So for $8, you get 3 counters. You can take one, hand one to the other, to a buddy of yours, or if you have the tokens that you need, this to help fit that. Or you can actually just have some and then if someone needs a life counter, you give them there if you're not going to use the lifelink app. So these are multi-versatile. They're very, very useful, and I think that like the art looks really good as well. So definitely consider picking these up. If you haven't had one of these yet, these are always great to have, so you can have like at least buy it once. Buy it once, put one in the pocket of your backpack, put one with your a deck box that can hold it as well, that has a little side compartment or whatever. This is well worth the money, and I hate that Wizards doesn't like spread this out more, and I hate that my shop personally doesn't have it. So I recommend these 100%. So if you're here, you've reached the end of the video, I'll give you a thumbs up. I will be on Twitch literally after this video has been posted. I'll be on Twitch playing some arena. So if you want to jam out, talk with me, this is your bonus right here. If you made it this far, you can hang out with me on Twitch. We can talk for a little bit. I have to go to work right after. So I'm gonna be on Twitch for a little bit. We can talk, and just so you guys know, my LGS has asked me to join them, to join the ranks. They've asked me to work for them part-time, and I was like, you know what, I would love to do that. I love my community, and I can actually help my community that way. So, and I'm gonna be at the card shop anyway. I want to be there all the time, so I get to do things and try to run events and stuff like that, since they needed a magic guy, and I'm there, bro. So give me a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think. So, and it's more income, and I can use that income to support this right here. So you guys, thanks so much for jamming out. I'll see you guys on Twitch. Definitely check out this deal. Y'all please be safe and careful, and drink more water. I'll check you guys in the next video. Much love. See you on Twitch.